All right, I want to talk about giving a little bit. As you would expect, this is the time of year. You hear a lot about that. But I want to start with the most important form of giving. And that giving is not to grace. Christ came, and as we're going to hear, it's good news. And what Christ asks of you first is for your heart. And so I would encourage you this season, while you're hearing lots of voices, including mine, about giving to organizations, that you prioritize that first. Because if you don't do that, as Paul says, the rest of it doesn't matter. So that's the first, and I want to be clear about that, and that is giving to God, not to this congregation. We love this congregation, but this is a neighborhood of the kingdom of God. It is not the entirety of the kingdom of God. So with that, this neighborhood does need a little bit of money. And traditionally, this is a time of year where the income for this church tends to be higher. So we ask you to prayerfully think about that. On the order of worship, there's a handy QR code so you can look at all the different ways that you can give. There's cash, you can use your credit card and accumulate miles. You can also give stock. And then for a few of you in here, because this is Grace and it's Seattle, there are some of you that I'm going to refer as camels. You earn more than the average. You earn in the top percentage, not only in Seattle, but in the world. And so Christ speaks about camels, and I can explain more later if you need to. But for you, there are a couple of unique ways that you can give that other people might not be able to. So 2 of those ways include using qualified charitable distributions. And you're like, oh, that's a weird term I've never heard before. If you are 70 years old or older, that might apply to you. The other is through something called a donor-advised fund. I'm not going to bore you with all the details on that. That's something we might talk about later. But those are a couple of channels that are available to you that are really powerful ways to give to Grace and other organizations. So thanks.